Hello everyone, this is Tim and my son Wesley, and we're going to play what I believe is our 4th session of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Space. Just for the kids at home, the listeners, we have a Firefly board out, sort of like a map of the verse. We're just using that as like a backdrop. We have Old World of Darkness, sort of like a rules hack that we're using. We have modified it. We were using Willpower, now we're just going to use pizza instead. So he has 8 dots or 8 slices in pizza at the moment. And he uses those for automatic successes and narrative freedom. He's got a character sheet, and today he said he wanted to try to play Michelangelo and Leonardo. So he wants to try to do some like troop style play instead of having Daddy do that. So we'll see how that goes. Last time he was at the repair station. Basically just like a space station that fixes up spaceships and so forth. Kind of like a junker's paradise as well. A lot of broken old ships and pieces. But while they were at the repair station, and they had led some alien creatures there, they were attacked by the Krang, whose home is Dimension X. And the Turtles and Shredder managed to get out of there just in the nick of time, and they put a tracking device on one of the Krang vessels. So some time has gone by, and now Leonardo and Michelangelo are on a special mission. They're going to try to sneak in to that Krang ship and just basically learn what they're doing, what they're trying, what their goals are.
And I got a really good thing.
What's that?
Maybe they found a visible button that everything that belongs to them is invisible.
So they have some cloaking technology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why don't you burn a slice of pizza?
Which one? Was that Leo's idea or Michelangelo's?
How about one from each, since it's going to help out both of them?
Well, I think it was Leo's idea.
All right, just take that one too.
Okay, and it was his idea.
Yeah, they work together. And they probably bought some cloaking technology.
It wasn't working, so Leo fixed it, and
I bet you Donatello made it, and then it just stopped working.
Mm-hmm.
And Leonardo and Michelangelo somehow were able to fix it. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're flying in your spaceship, and this time is it your spaceship or is it Leonardo's spaceship? What do you think?
This time, well, you didn't know that our ships had aircrafts in the side.
So you have. so whose ship are you flying? With the aircrafts on the side.
I am flying. It's all of our ships.
Okay, I got an idea for you.
What?
You know how sometimes ships join together?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Michelangelo's and Leonardo's ships join together to make a bigger ship.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound cool?
But and probably they each had 2 aircrafts. One.
We'll call them shuttlecrafts.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like little tiny spaceships you can like kind of fly off in if something happens to the big spaceship. Okay? All right.
But what if there's a laser coming from one of the ships?
Well, we'll have to figure that out if that happens. But for right now, you're flying, and you have on your dashboard in front of you. You have this digital layout, kind of looks like a computer screen, and it has a map, and it shows that right now. So last time you escaped from the moon, the planet Osiris here, and you flew over to Albion.
Oh.
And this is where you were. This is where Shredder is. This is where all the other turtles are. And that's where you set out from.
No, that's the, probably that's the pizza place. No, that's the pizza place.
All right. But so you were here. So you were here at the repair station at Osiris. You flew to Albion, kind of regrouped and, healed up your wounds and stuff. And the map is going all the way over here to Shadow.
Oh.
So you see, this is the white sun. Mm-hmm. It's going over here to this other sun over here, and there's a planet called Shadow. And once you roll intelligence, you get some dice.
But
Why don't you roll intelligence, which is count the dots. I'm going to try to have you do this a little bit more
1,
yourself.
2, 3.
Nope, look a little bit closer.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, see intelligence right there?
Oh.
How many dots are right beside it?
2.
Okay, so you have 2 dots. Okay, now let's look at your skills. See if anything applies. Let's see here. I think you have pilot, right? Why don't you roll 2 more dice for pilot?
Okay.
And you're trying to get 6s or greater. Did you get any 6s or higher?
I got 4, 7, 3, and 7.
So.
No, 4, 7, 3, 7.
Okay, so are 3s higher than or lower than 6?
Lower.
Okay, so then just ignore these ones. And how many are higher than 6?
7 and 7.
But how many successes did you get?
2.
Yep, you got 2 successes. Good job. It's a little tricky, but we'll work on that.
And
so
pretend our ship got damaged in the engine because someone was testing their top cannon, but they accidentally blew up one of our hatches.
All right, that's actually kind of a complication. Maybe we'll try to do this too.
And
you say you're making it harder on yourself. So I'm going to give you a slice of pizza back because you actually came up with something that's kind of challenging. Okay, so while you're flying your ship and you're following this map that leads to the planet of Shadow around another sun.
You know what is on Shadow? A bunch of shadows.
Okay, hold on. Well, while you're flying there was a stowaway. You know what that is?
What?
Someone who was hiding out on your ship.
Oh.
And they got in the seat to this big gun, this big heavy gun that rests on top of your ship. And he turned the gun towards your ship and fired. So it's almost like your ship is shooting your ship, if that makes any sense. So you're up front, and then beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. All these lights are flashing on the dashboard. Warning, warning.
Must go low.
So you see like a diagram of the ship pops up, and it shows the top of the ship has like this gun mount, and the gun is just like spinning around in circles, and but there's no sound in space, but you hear it from inside the ship. So your speed is slowing down. Some of the lights on your monitors are flashing and flickering, and these red lights kick on all around the ship. So everything looks like it's. You ever look through like a red?
Like dangerous.
Yeah, like dangerous. You ever look through like a red lens, like the 3D glasses, sort of? That's kind of what it looks like. Everything is painted in like red light, so it's kind of scary looking. But so boop boop boop. Yeah, like all kinds of warning signs.
Emergency, emergency.
Intruder, intruder.
It said emergency, emergency. Must turn on the shield.
Okay. There's a shield to the outside, but it sounds like this person is inside the ship. So it might say something like emergency lockdown procedures and lock all the doors. You want to do that?
Oh. Well, it said emergency, emergency.
Okay. So you hit some buttons. Is that what you want to do?
Beep, 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 beep. And I lock down everything.
So picture
even
this.
The power.
Okay. So you want to turn the power off too. So maybe just keep your life support system. That's so you can breathe. But everything else is shut down. So it's like real dark and real quiet.
Because our boosters, they were running low on fuel. That's why we turned off all the power except for our breathing power.
Well, I think you did that so that you can kind of make it hard on the person that's inside your ship. So picture like our house is the ship, and somebody else came in through the front door. That's kind of what's going on here.
Yeah, so they put up the docking pipe where they walk in.
Okay, so you're saying that he docked on your ship and you guys didn't even know it. So maybe he has a super stealthy ship. All right. So you're looking around. Do you think you have your cameras on still, or did you turn those off too?
I turned them off too because the cameras weren't really working, everything was actually just really close.
You know, they have the cameras in the department stores.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have like all over the ship, so you can see in different rooms. So it's up to you if you want to keep them off or you want to turn them on.
Well, they weren't really working.
And you have blind fighting, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have some blind fighting skills? Oh, you got 3 dots in blind fighting. So because you're a ninja, you can go out there in the dark and you can still fight pretty well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, is that what you want to do? You want to sneak out there in the dark?
Uh-huh.
Kind of like when you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you kind of like sneak out of your bedroom and be quiet and try not to bump into stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to do that. All right, so you're in the cockpit right now with Leonardo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to talk for Leonardo, or do you want to do that? It's up to you.
How about we both do?
Okay. So I'll just do Leonardo. He goes, oh, so are we going to go back there? I think we should go back there and find out who's on the ship and why they're trying to hurt us and to destroy us.
And he was going to launch off one of our aircrafts. And guess what?
It's a good thing you shut down the power then.
Uh-huh.
Because he can't get the doors open anymore because the power's shut off.
Yeah, and it takes keys. It takes keys for every door. And there is keys in our we have keys in our trunk.
Yeah.
We have the keys in our trunk, and he can't even get out.
No, so right now you think, so you look at your map of the ship. Well, I guess the power's off. You know the area of the ship where he's locked down in. You closed all the doors.
Uh-huh.
And off in the distance, you can barely hear the sound of someone smashing into a door, trying to get it open. Clang. Clang.
But the clang almost sounds like Krang.
It kind of does, but you know how you bang pieces of metal on the radiator sometimes, and it echoes all through the house? That's kind of what it sounds like now. Clang, clang. So Leonardo pulls out his swords, and he hits the buttons, and little beams of energy kind of crackle over the tops of the swords. And it throws off a little bit of light, not too much. And what do you pull out? What weapons do you pull out? You want to pull out a blaster, or you got to use your nunchucks?
I pull out both.
So you have one nunchuck and one blaster. Like this, huh?
And I test. And the nunchucks weren't really good because they just flew out of my hand because that bad guy was so strong and he used magic and it flew out of my hand. Right out of my hand.
Well, right now you're not even near the bad guy yet. But you're saying, so you can feel someone using magic, probably using the Force, huh?
Like in Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
And they took my sword and did this with the door. Pretend this is the door and this is the sword.
So not only did whoever this mystery person is use the Force to make your nunchucks fly away, they made Leonardo's swords fly away too. Wow. Okay. So this guy's pretty potent, pretty powerful. So off in the distance, you hear the sound of a door blowing off the hinges.
But he couldn't do it because guess what we had?
What?
He didn't see the secret locks that were invisible.
Well, he broke through it, but let's see here. So you said there's secret locks. Okay, these are burn a piece of pizza. So he broke down the door, but some emergency fail-safes kicked in. So kind of like pieces of metal jutted out from the sides of the wall. So the door is it's loose there, but it's actually kind of still blocking the area. So you have some emergency fail-safe protocols in place.
And he tried to see everything.
Yeah, good. Well, you're gonna sneak away in the dark. You see Leonardo, and he's frustrated. He's trying to pull out his sword, and he kind of goes. He pulls out a blaster and grabs another one out of a locker and throws it to you. Kind of like the Star Wars blasters, where you gotta use two hands. He makes the shh, kind of hand gesture, and then he starts heading down the hallway. And you know, you gotta head down the hallway, go up a flight of stairs, and that's the room where the bad guy's in.
Okay.
The person who's trying to sabotage the ship.
Like in Thunderbirds.
Like in the Thunderbirds movie, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so Leonardo, you see him like crouching, and he's sort of like moving from one side of the hallway to the next. And he motions with his hands, he stops and listens here and there, and you still hear clanging. You don't hear any voice, but it sounds like someone's pretty mad. You know how you get mad and hit stuff sometimes, like the couch or the floor? That seems like what this guy's doing. You hear him picking stuff up like metal crates and throwing them against the walls. Someone's really mad in there.
But pretend we were in an asteroid field.
You're making things difficult on yourself again. All right, give yourself another pizza point. You like Daddy. You like things to be kind of challenging, huh? All right, so not only are you trying to deal with someone sabotaging the ship, you start to hear things hitting on the outside of the ship.
Like, and one of the asteroids hit our engine.
Oh, wow. So it knocked your engine down, too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, this is really challenging. It's a good thing you had some of the power off, because that might cause like a fire, but all the power's off right now.
Uh-huh. Except for our breathing power.
Yeah, you got your life support system.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But pretend.
The air purifiers, the air scrubbers they're called, they basically clean the air.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys are going down the hallway, and Leonardo stops, and he points, and you see the door, it's kind of like rattling there. It's got these metal bars that are keeping it in place. And you can just see around the door, because there's a little bit of space there. And you see that it's not clean off the hinges.
Uh-huh.
And you look in there, and it looks like he's got tusks, kind of like big teeth jutting out from the bottom.
Oh, I'll draw him. I know what he looks like.
Well, he's got these big tusks kind of sticking out from...
No, I'll draw him. Okay?
Well, you can draw him too. And he's got teeth from above kind of sticking out.
This one, look.
And he's got like this big like pig nose. And he looks mad.
And he has 3 eyes.
He's got 3 eyes?
It's like an alien.
Well, you actually recognize this guy.
Uh-huh.
He's called Bebop. That's his nickname. He's this big piggy guy. And he's got like this really like punk... I guess you don't know what punk is, but he's got like this mohawk sticking up, and he's got tattoos on the side of his head. And you know that symbol is of the Foot Clan, which is the organization that Shredder's a part of.
But look.
And he's got sharp teeth. Oh, you drew him too. In your little journal over there. That's good.
Guess what? He just had a baby too.
He had a baby. What? So maybe he has a son with him? Oh, okay. So the saboteur, he has a son with him. He kind of looks the same. He's got a big pig nose and kind of like sharp teeth sticking out. And they're really mad. They're trying to get out of there. So you see him smashing stuff.
You didn't give him the one more eye.
Right there. He's got eye on his forehead. All right. It sounds like Bethany's waking up there. We'll try to hurry. So, all right. So you see them in this room. Do you have any ideas on what you can do? Because right now you got blasters and the doors between you, but you got a little bit of space you can see in there. And you see him and his son, and they look like they're trying to get out. They're prying like parts of the wall off, trying to like shoot and break through the walls, and it's not really working.
Because the walls were made from super glue.
Super glue? Maybe gluing all the parts together behind the metal panels, keeping it all in place. Okay, that's fine. Some special like space age super glue.
And we were right by this sun.
Well, you're on the way there. You're probably, let's see this little planet. See, you're about halfway between Osiris and Shadow when this happened.
But then we were...
And you're in the meteor storm too. You're getting hit by meteors outside. So there's 2 things going on.
But this is where, and then we entered right there.
Okay, so Leonardo looks at you. He says, Michelangelo,
What?
Would you rather pilot the ship or face these two by yourself? Because I need to avoid those asteroids. Or you need to avoid those asteroids. Which do you choose?
I'll avoid the asteroids.
Okay, I got this. And he kind of like pats you on the back, and he points where you guys just came from. Go steer us out of this asteroids, because it doesn't matter what these guys are doing. If we're destroyed by asteroids, it just won't matter. We got to get away from them.
We were right here, and we did the boosters.
Okay, so are you going to run up to the cockpit?
I ran up, I slammed boosters. Guess what happened? Like,
well, how about we roll some dice? That sounds fun. All right, so why don't you roll dexterity to avoid. That's kind of like how agile you are, how quick you are. Hold on. And you got pilot again, right? We rolled that a bunch of times already. We should probably add a dot to that after today's session. All right, so roll those, and you want to find 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Let's see here. So which ones are higher than 6? Can you see? It's like just one, right?
no.
Yep, just one. Right? Are there any others that are higher than 6?
I keep messing up these dice.
That's okay. As long as you have one success, that's good.
I got one success. So far, I got 3 successes.
Like total. So anyway, you slam on the button, hit the boosters, and you get behind. You grab the steering wheel, and you're. And there's this giant one that's like it's like spinning and tumbling and smashing little meteors out. It's coming right in front of you. And how do you avoid it? Well, you want to describe it? What do you do?
Turn on a laser.
Turn on a laser?
And I go like this.
All right. Why don't you roll again? We'll do dexterity plus, I guess blasters works. Where's your blaster? Oh, yeah. 1 in blasters. So roll those. All right. How many?
6.
That's a 3.
8. 0. 10, 10.
Yeah, those are 2 10s. So you have, right now, you have 4 successes, but you can roll those 2 again. Wow. Okay, so another 10. You can roll that one again. So one more time. That's okay. All right. Wow.
I got a lot of successes.
I think that's up to 5. So you blow this asteroid to smithereens. And you hear this little tick, like someone had dumped out a bunch of gravel all over the top of the ship.
And it turned into tiny pieces.
Yeah, and it just kind of like rains around you.
But they were knocked loose. You know what that is? Hold on.
So you blew up an asteroid. It's this giant explosion. So not only do you avoid it, you blow it into smithereens so nobody else will get hit by it. And let's see if Leonardo stands up, because you did some pretty crazy maneuvers to shoot that and get out of the way. Rolled 1-1. Leonardo got 3.
But look.
You blew it into smithereens, huh?
But not just smithereens. Now they are meteorites.
They're meteorites, yeah. Well, I guess they're like tiny asteroids. I think they're called meteors when they land on a planet. And they're crashing down to a planet. All right, so you smash this person up, and you hear Leonardo hit the his comm link, his little communication device.
And
Michelangelo, get down here, hurry!
What?
Take that! And then it cuts out.
We were entering the sun, and we put our solar panels out.
Oh, you want to get some energy from the sun? That's a good idea. That way you can recharge your batteries, help out with the fuel, I guess.
And we were almost out.
All right. So what are you going to do about Leonardo yelling for help?
I raced down there.
Okay, you ran down there, and you go down there, and you see the door is like blown in half. Looks like Leonardo shot it with his blaster.
Oh.
And you go in there, and you see that this big like he looks like a warthog, which is kind of like a big pig, but he's got arms and legs like a person, and he's You see blaster fire all over the place. And you see Leonardo's, one of his arms is hurt, so he got shot. And he's shooting back and forth, and it looks like the Bebop's, he has a son, and he's firing too. So it looks like he's dangerous, even though he's little.
But no, pretend he was still just born and he was 1, and he tried to fire, but guess what? He accidentally pressed.
What's that?
He accidentally pressed fire self.
Oh, jeez.
Self fire.
Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. All right, why don't you burn a piece of pizza? Eat a slice of pizza. So you're saying that he made a mistake. He pushed the wrong button, and his gun blew up? His blaster blew up? Or it blew out fire? What are you trying to say?
I pushed him out of the way before it shot.
Oh, okay. So you saw like a little warning, maybe like a little flashing on the side of his weapon. He's probably getting frustrated. Why isn't this working? He's like hitting it, and then you can tell it's about ready to like spray him with fire. So you you knocked it out of his hand and knocked him out of the way. That's very honorable. That's cool.
I do this.
Okay, so his gun, his blaster, is spraying fire and sort of like spinning around in circles in the middle of the room, catching the walls on fire. And you know what that does?
What?
You know what? The power's out. So the fire suppression system that basically, puts out fires is turned off. Because you guys turned off all the power. But you got the little warthog looking kid, and he's trying to like bite you even though you just saved him. And then you see that Bebop, his father, he stops fire and he ducks behind this like the giant weapon thing that he shot into the ship, and he starts to say something. Don't hurt him.
But I pushed the gun out of the way, and he actually said, "Wow, well, that was really nice of you that you saved him." Right?
Okay, why don't you burn our pizza? You burn a bunch of those today. Okay. Please don't hurt him. I don't know why you saved him, but I'm glad. I don't know what to do. I'm supposed to destroy your ship and then escape, and you stop me. And you have my son now. And Leonardo's like, you shouldn't have destroyed our ship. What? Why did you come here to do this?
But
The Shredder sent me.
But then Michelangelo said, "Where is the Shredder?"
Darth Shredder is not here right now. This was my mission. I didn't think I'd be able to even get on the ship because of your sensors, but I was able to bypass them.
And,
Tell you what.
What?
You give me my son back and I'll leave.
Okay.
And I'll even tell the Shredder that I destroyed you. Because I don't know why you saved my son, but I'm thankful.
Well, I'll also give you one of my sensors.
Sensors?
The ship.
Are you want me to... How about a communication device? Is that what you mean? A way to talk to me? All right. But if I find out you're trying to track me, I'm going to be really mad.
Okay,
But if it's just a talk, I'm okay with that.
But
he throws his blaster gun out and it kind of slides and hits into your boot. I give up.
Okay.
He comes out and he's holding his hands up, and you see that even though he's looking at you, he's looking right at his son, and he looks worried. Even though you said you're not going to hurt his son, he's scared.
But then...
Will you let me leave?
You can leave. And I'll give you your son back.
I've heard lots of bad things about you, but I must say that your actions here today make me think higher of you.
But suddenly, guess what happened?
Uh-oh. What happens? You guys are out of the asteroid field now.
But we are entering shadow.
Boop, boop. Proximity warning. Proximity warning. Planetoid approaching quickly.
And guess what? Before they even knew it, one of the planets fired a laser at the planet. So this is what happened.
Wait, who's shooting it? Somebody else is shooting the planet? Or are there someone on the planet shooting up at your ship?
No. Look, see that?
Uh-huh.
That's the planet. And there's Shadow.
So you're saying... All right. I think this is the influence of Star Wars here, which is cool. Mm-hmm. So you're saying that... So here's Shadow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to say that from the planet of Aphrodite, a very powerful laser fires and shoots the planet. And you just see this, what looked like a city. The whole city explodes. And that's probably a good place to end our session today.
Why?
Because about half an hour, that's what we've been doing. So you let Bebop and his son go off in his own ship, right?
Yeah, but we didn't face Shredder yet.
I know, but you faced one of Shredder's minions. And you learned that some of Shredder's minions can use the Force. You might have to get some more training from Splinter to use the Force yourself. All right. Do you have anything to say to anybody who's listening?
Well, and he probably turned to our side.
A little bit. He thinks more highly of you. He knows that you're an honorable opponent, an honorable enemy. That you have, you do honorable things, and you let him leave with his life and his son's life, which is very important. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.